Alright, so for today's video, I'll be rating visual novels on the criteria which are displayed here. Just gas, it's pretty good. It's I, LOL, it's ass. It's later, just visual novels that I think I'll get into later, maybe not, and maybe later. So, let's get it. Okay, to start off with Love Love, right? I already started this shit, bro. Like I got an hour or two into it. Fucking dropped it. Extra, it's low-key boring as fuck. Honestly, I don't mind Slice of Life that much, but Extra just had nothing interesting about it. So, I pretty much just dropped it. I think I still have it downloaded on my computer as we speak, though. So, maybe later, maybe one day I'll get into it. But for now, I'm good. So, Steins Gate. This is definitely later. I recently bought it just to see if it's as gas as niggas say it is. So, I'm definitely gonna see that. Pretty excited too. Okay. Alright. Umineko question and answer arc. Question arc is really good. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'll put it, it's pretty good. Question arcs are pretty good. Didn't really get too interesting until episode fucking 2. Episode 1 wasn't that bad. But it wasn't that great either. Its pacing isn't that bad too. Like compared to how much people complain about its pacing, its pacing is actually pretty good. So I'll give it that. Other than that, it had 3 relatively good episodes, and then had episode 4. And if you know about me, if you know me, I don't fuck with episode 4 like that, bro. That shit is, it's decent. Like, it had a good part, and then had like sleeping gas. They had to put us through Angie's boring ass sob story just to try and get us to connect with her, and I did not fuck with that. It actually ended up making me hate the character. You know, aside from her being just bad in general. Just gonna put that out there. Okay, so Umineko answer arcs. Between these two, fucking LOL, bro. 5 was decent. 7 was good. 6 was awful. Jesus Christ. And 8 was a meme fest. I cannot with that shit, bro. I could not. I would say, yeah, 7 might have been better than every episode in the question arc. That's still up for debate. But if I had to rate the question arc overall, like 4 out of 10. It is not good. So it is what it is. I think it's definitely overrated, especially with how people talk about episode 6 and episode 8. Which, on the topic of episode 6, actually, I think its pacing could have been a bit better. They had to put us through, what, 4 to 5 hours of the left trials just to make us realize, like, I think it was to realize how important Beatrice's arc of without love it cannot be seen, blah blah blah, all that. I don't really like it. I didn't care for it. I'm sure it touched some people, but I did not care. So it is what it is. Don't know what that is. House and Fata Morgana. We're definitely between these two. I don't know if I'll ever fuck with it. Maybe later. I heard it was really good. I don't really care for the art, despite how good people say it is. I notice it. I notice a lot of people talking about it. So I'll just put it maybe later and decide. Eventually. Baldar Sky. Second VN. Is this the second? Yeah. Second VN with any form of gameplay in it. Which is definitely interesting. But I didn't really care too much for the gameplay when I played it. Played about an hour into it. Thought it was alright. It's whatever. Probably it's over at 100 hours. Maybe one day, but not anytime soon. Don't care about Uda. Higurashi. Definitely later. In both question and answer arcs. I'll definitely finish it eventually. I'm hoping the answer arcs are better than Yumineko's. I don't think he could possibly fucking fumble it any worse than he did with Yumineko, so I don't think I need a hope for that. Sakura no Uta. I think this is either a sequel or a prequel to Tsubihime. I know it's untranslated as we speak, but if it ever gets translated, which I hope it does, it'll definitely go into later, but maybe later for now, just because I don't know like its current status in translation. So it is whatever. Stay Night, ass. 4 out of 10 series. Don't care. It's ass. I mean, you do gotta respect Natsu's ability to make brainless ass Kumers fall in love with the series, despite how boring, dried out, and fucking, I don't even know the third word to describe it, but the concepts in Type Moon, I don't think they're very good, except for, I don't think I've really liked any Type Moon series other than CCC. Maybe I can think of one other one. I like the beginning of Holoethorexia, if that's anything to go by, but I have not finished it because it really slowly devolves into sleeping gas. So that's that. Tsubihime is the next one. Pure gas. First gas on here. Look, I think Tsubihime might have actually had the first slice of life arc that didn't make me drop it immediately. I actually finished it in decent time, comparably to how I do with other slice of life arcs. I thought Down the Rabbit Hole was pretty good. It had a lot of routes, but you didn't have to finish all of them. So Down the Rabbit Hole 2 had a really good mystery to follow through it, which is why I fucked with it a lot. Like eventually, what I think it is, it's basically Yumineko, but like done better in terms of how it structures its mystery. Down the Rabbit Hole, it's my own invention, where he takes another character's perspective, which is what I really liked. Say what you will about Takuji, his deranged, all of that. His perspective on events and how Sakaji uses it to tell his story is actually really good. And that's why I like Down the Rabbit Hole, It's My Own Invention, and Looking Glass Insects. Looking Glass Insects might have been my favorite one. I think Zakuro doesn't get enough. I think she doesn't get enough credit or attention. She's actually a pretty good character. I think all that attention goes to Kimika, which obviously she's still pretty good too, but I think she shouldn't take the spotlight Zakuro has, especially for everything she went through in Looking Glass Insects. Trying to think. Okay, Jabberwocky and Jabberwocky 2. Jabberwocky, I played it like 8 hours. I fucking blitzed Jabberwocky 1 like in one sitting. It was very intriguing. That's what I will say. It's very intriguing. I fucking blitzed that shit in 8 hours. Like, it was very good. That's all I can say about it, really. Like, it was really good. Jabberwocky 2 wasn't as good. Had some meh parts, but I think the ending made Jabberwocky 2 completely worth it. It made the Tsubihime in general like absolutely worth it. I think the ending itself like definitely deserves a big round of applause, especially with the way it's revealed. So if there's one VN I would definitely recommend, it's definitely Tsubihime. There's a big content warning on it though, so I think I'll be able to post every content warning the game has, like in terms of gore, that type of stuff, etc. So if you don't fuck with that, you probably shouldn't read it, because everything in it is taken up to the absolute max. But if you can deal with that, you like a well-structured story, I would definitely give it a go. That's that. What's next? I don't remember what this one's name is. I know I'm gonna say it's pretty good, but I don't remember what its name is. Super Danganronpa 2. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The cast is not very good though. I will say though, Nagito carried the game. He definitely carried the game. He carries most fictional characters, if not all of them, for me. Currently, he definitely carries like every fucking visual novel character I've ever read about thus far. Definitely number one in that aspect. I truly will love to see the day where one surpasses him. But the story overall, I thought was pretty good. Chapter 1 was great. How its reveal was thought out. Chapter 2 was good too. Chapter 3 was, the trial was not very good. I didn't like chapter 3 too much. Chapter 4 is good. Chapter 5 might have been like the best trial in the entire series. That's a cold take. I just personally like it, judging by the character I fuck with. So you'd know why I like chapter 5. You know why I like Komaeda. But other than that, Baldur's Sky. Maybe later too. I don't know which one this is. I think Baldur's Sky actually has 2 arcs. So that's why it's over 100 hours long. But maybe one day. Virtue's Last Reward. I don't think I'm really interested in the Zero Escape series other than 999. After I finished 999, I never really touched any of them. But speaking of 999, I would say it's pretty gas. It had a pretty good ending, one akin to what I would say Tsubahebe had, and another VN I'm about to put into gas that I see down there. But I thought its ending was pretty good. I thought the way it uses the death game system was great. With their restrictions, not many death game situations use restrictions like that, and how it does. So I thought that was pretty good. So I know that's all I'll be saying for that. DSC Ray, I'm in Tez. It's gas. If you like good fights in a visual novel, well, if you like good fights in general, I would definitely recommend this one. If you like philosophy, I would recommend this one. It definitely had the best fights in any visual novel I've ever read, which, I mean, I don't know how you should say that. I don't know how you would take that, my bad. That's what I mean. I don't know how you'll take that. Like how a visual novel fight can be good. It would be like, that's how most people would react. I would just say, just take a look at Shiryu versus Wilhelm in Katsumi's Route first. I thought that was pretty good. I think they had 2 rounds, or 3 rounds in total. The second one was my favorite by far. And overall, its characters are pretty good. I like Reinhardt, Mercurius. Ren is the Makoto Naegi of fucking DSRA. Just not a very, he's not a very interesting character. I think I might actually like Makoto more, because he's somewhat, I don't want to say he isn't like static like Ren, but Ren just, for most of it, it really is just toting how badass he is, which I mean, it's, if you like that kind of stuff, that's fine. I just didn't think it was very interesting. He did get pretty good in Ria's route, which is why it's like the best route. I think it's universally agreed that it's the best route, because a lot of characters got development. Rusalka did, which was much needed, because she was a terrible character. And for 3 fucking routes, those are over 20-hour routes, so like 60 hours. But she was just not a very good character. They really did throw her out for most of those routes. I like the battalion commanders. I think they're good. As I was talking about Reinhardt and Mercurius, they definitely carry the entire VN, especially Mercurius. Especially in the especially Mercurius, yeah, in its overall lore. I mean, connect the Shiza Bancho verse all together. Mercurius is definitely its best character. I don't think Interview with Kazaklu Bey is in here, but I thought it was good. It might have actually been better than the original. I know its art was definitely better than the original. But yeah, I think you should definitely peep Disarray. Just pure Kino. That's all there is to it. Okay. What's next? Danganronpa V3. Yeah. It's gas. It's gas. It's gas. It's gas. I like the turn chapter 1 took, like the directed it. So it directed Danganronpa V3 from the rest of the games. The direction it took was definitely like very unexpected, especially for a series that's known for pulling punches like that. And just for chapter 1 alone, I think it's better than like both games put together. But that's just me. So the ending was great. All that, you know, that's pretty synonymous with everything. It's pretty consistent with everything up here in the gas. So I definitely recommend it too. What else? What else? What else? The original Danganronpa. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's fun. The thing about the Danganronpa games is that they may not be the best written, but they're definitely they may by far be the most fun to play. Especially for me. I mean, that's just me though. So I like it once. It was definitely fresh. I feel like DR1 is definitely like the most Danganronpa of the games. Maybe, I don't know, bro. That's just me. Especially with how claustrophobic it is. I feel like it definitely represents what the series is all about and how it presents itself. So it definitely has the best atmosphere of the entire series for me. So that's why I put it there. Tsukihime. Natsu ass. I don't think I need to explain why, but yeah. Raging Loop, maybe later. I heard it was good, so I might peep. One day maybe. I don't know. Hello Drexia. You know what? I'll just put it in LOL. I'll be real with you, bro. Like, this game carried the Natsu series, the Natsu trilogy for me. I don't even know what to call it. Like, how do you encompass Tsukihime with it? Because the last time I called Tsukihime a part of Fate, these dork ass niggas got on me for it. It's like, okay, I won't do it next time. So I gotta be careful with that, bro. So those niggas don't find this video. But I definitely think it is a step above most of Fate and Natsu's material in general. People are gassing up Zero. Like, definitely, it's not a visual novel. Fate Zero, it's not a visual novel. A lot of people are gassing it up. It's boring as fuck. That's just it. Yeah, the Somnium Files. Maybe one day. Definitely, maybe one day. I saw this clip where they had this fucking Komaeda reference, and I might insert it in here.
A guardian dog statue. This reminds me of Nagito. You should refer to him as Ultimate Lucky Student. A guardian dog statue.
Right, but what did you say earlier?
Nothing. I have no idea what you're talking about.
But, you know, I fuck with Komaeda heavy, so I might peep just for that. Feel me? Yeah, you feel me. What else? that CCC? Yes, sir, it is. CCC. It's alright. It's alright. I like its visuals. I like its music. I like its level design. The Sakura Labyrinth. It's pretty good. I would consider it more of an RPG than a VN, but whatever. It's here, so I'll rank it. It was very fun to play. I don't like extras, rock paper scissors RPG mechanic, but CCC definitely made it worth it. I'm not ever playing extra again, by the way. I tried to fuck with extra. I did not like it at all. The story wasn't very interesting. I don't know. It felt like the AI was cranked up 1,000 times compared to CCC. It was a bit easier and a lot more fun. But yeah, I'm never finishing extra. And I love CCC. But I will say it didn't really have much to it other than, in terms of characters, other than BB and our alter egos. Every other character is pretty disposable to me. I didn't really care for any of them. So that's that. Sayano. Sayano. It's alright. Other than the weird lolicon shit, when it comes to its story, I think it's pretty decent. Nothing to write home about. Especially in terms of psychological horror, it's definitely nothing to write home about. I don't really care for it. I think it's overrated. That's that. See a Requiem's Innocence over here. I gotta read Fada for it first. Let's see. Is there anything else here I noticed? I think that's it. That'll be it then, I guess. All of this shit in gas, it's definitely a big recommend. Pretty good as a big recommend too. Not this though. I'm fucking with you. Yeah, I'd recommend the question marks too. I think I like question marks. A lot of people might like insert too. I know a lot of people like insert more than question. But Chiru and Yumaneko was just a disaster. I don't really want to speak about it. It's ass. I would recommend CCZ too. Like, it's a very fun, all things considered. I wouldn't recommend this. Nor this or this. Nothing Natsu, ever. Just stay away from that shit if you want to, keep your brain cells. I'll peep this. I'll peep Steins Gate. Its art is pretty interesting. I'll definitely peep Higurashi too. Maybe I'll peek Muv-Luv and Fata Morgana one day, and Baldur's Sky. Sakura no Uta. Definitely one day. If these niggas ever plan on releasing it in English, which, speaking about releasing it in English, I forgot Mihoyo was here. Mihoyo, definitely another Natsu work I'd recommend if it ever gets translated. I think Natsu versus art is pretty fucking ugly in general, but Mihoyo, it's good. I don't know where it is. Where is it? I could have sworn I saw it here. Oh, is that? Oh, it is. It's KKK. You know what? Maybe later, if ever, it gets translated. Light is bankrupt right now. If you don't know what KKK is, it's Kamiyu Kajura Kami. Actually, what is? How do you say it? Kajiri Kamiyu Kagura, or known as KKK. I think it takes place a couple thousand years after the events of Diosure. I was actually pretty pumped when I first found it. A lot of its OSTs are good. I've seen a few translated fights in it, and they're pretty good. If it ever gets translated to English, I'll definitely peep. But yeah, for now, we don't know. Yeah, Mihoyo's right here. Mihoyo's right here. Maybe one day, bro, if it ever does get translated. Like I said before, it's like in the same boat as Sakura no Uta right now. If it ever gets translated, actually, I think it's in the process of translating. That was like 2020 when I saw that post on Twitter. The translation team was translating it. It was like 50% done, maybe. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I also saw fucking Ace Attorney here. Yeah, all of these games go in ass. Respectfully. Like, Ace Attorney's fan base is like Danganronpa's, but somehow worse. The games themselves are not good either. I definitely feel like it's Capcom's hype from the fans who want to say it's good, but it isn't. Like a lot, Capcom fans, like, and Nintendo fans are definitely in the same boat for me. Those niggas would defend anything, no matter how ass it is, bro. So, whatever. I think, yeah, that will be it. If I notice anything else here, I'll definitely put it in here, but I don't notice anything. So, that'll be it for now. I think it's very well-rounded. Yeah, I think it's a very well-rounded tier list. Maybe like next time I could tier a few characters from one of these visual novels or the entire franchise if it's this one. But I think, yeah, that'll be it for the video. And honestly, until next time, see y'all later.